Oh boy, today do I have a treat for you guys. Today I'm decided to dive into Tyree. Now, if you don't know who he is, well, his father was a big-time judge in the justice system, and his sister's a famous CEO. This man comes from real money. Unfortunately, his mental state and the things that he has said has had him shunned from his family. Now he thinks he's Batman, and he walks the streets trying to protect the streets. Now, isn't it weird that he literally he comes from a background like Batman does, but he can't access the wealth, but yet he still runs around and does the Crusader thing. This is really weird, and it needs to be looked into, and I would like to follow it with you guys. So without further ado, let's get on into it.
And we're right back. All right, hold up. So like I said, that's all, man. I just need help with trying to come up with the money. Just need financial backing, man. I've been saying this for a long time because it's true. Like I said, these are all still pretty new concepts and new ideas. There's not really any rush. There's no rush. It's just I'm trying to move quickly. And for some reason, that's just how I want to do it. Some of it has to do with messages and downloads that are coming to me. I'm not sure they're all connected, but I just want to try to listen. There's a way I want to go about doing things, and I just think that's good. But we want to do it all the right way, as much as we can. So it's very doable. Like I said, I'm going to need funding and money, though. I'm going to need some funds. And like I said, if I have to start in Austin, what I was hoping is that I could get the money together for the trip to New York and maybe go up to Austin first because the tickets are cheaper. Get up to Austin, try to see what I can do, because there's just, you got to figure out everything in Austin and see, I can move around, how I can do things. I got to see what's available, what's open, what's there. The whole thing, bro. That's all. None of this is easy, but like I said, God didn't say it'd be easy. He said he'd be with us. But said a lot of this, I've done it several times before. I've gone out there with nothing, and I've built and I've made money. This time it's a little different because I'm trying to do all this. And it's really a benefit because I'm in a better position, I'm running my own business basically. So I don't know. So we got to keep on moving forward. That's all I want to do. And this is why I continue to progress at another level and have a lot of drive and a lot of ambition. But I think that's going to be the best bet, is to start in Austin possibly. I'm trying to think about other cities, like would take the chance with some of them maybe, but it all has to be done a certain way, man. It's going to take a lot of thought. I got to think about it. Not as easy as people may think. None of this is. That's why I just keep praying for the money, man, because I understand and I know how much money it actually takes.
Not but nothing. He's been estranged from his family for many years now. You think by now the streak would have beat him down, and he would want to at least crawl back to his family and try to make amends and, try to at least let them be happy enough with him that they would help him out through life, and maybe he'd have a little bit of change in his pocket right now. It's just strange to me that he decides, just like with M stand for money, they choose to try to beg for money, and they like living on the streets, and it's just as stressful as my life is, living in a home and having a family, and I cannot imagine wanting to live on the streets and live the way that these people live. It's mind-boggling to me.
And it's a lot more than nothing than what we're working with now, which is practically nothing. Like I said, I funded the Batman project out of my own pocket for 3 years, put thousands of dollars into it. Taking money, it's not been so much about money. I do everything off pure strength and power and the strength of God. But I want to see God moving. I know God will come through. He'll come through and he'll figure it out. Hey, there's a will, there's a way. My job for now and what I need to do, I already know, is try to get funds, man. And like I said, I'm a content creator. I survive off donations. So I built all this by myself. I can't tell me nothing. I really haven't gotten any support on here. Get some support in the streets, and I'm very thankful for that. But we haven't really gotten any support on here at all. And what I get hasn't been much. It's been enough. And I'm cool with that. I'm grateful and I'm content, but I'm just saying it has to change. There has to be some financial support there. Once that changes and there's some kind of backing, which I know will come from God and the people he wants to use to help me to do this, what I'm doing is to help the world and better the world and help people, infect people. So I know God is going to do it, man. I feel that he's going to bless me and I'm going to get all the money and then I can be able to bless and help others the right way, like he told me. But in the meanwhile, I'm just trying to be strategical and think how to do this. So we'll see what's up, man. Like I said, it's a lot that goes along with it. A lot. None of this is easy. It's never been done before. If anyone can do it, I can do it. Like my dad told me, like anyone deserves it, it's you. I can do this. Man. Even if I didn't have the bat suits, I could do it just myself. If I had to wear an Under Armour and put on the cape and the mask and go to work like that, I'd figure something out. You know what I mean? But like I said, that's the goal, is that we got to get this running. I don't have any other choice. I don't, the thing folks always want to get safe and do everything in a scared way. It doesn't work in my world. It doesn't work with what I'm doing. I've never done that. That was not what got me to this point. So I'm going to continue to be the brave heart I am and move in bravery and be brave and confident about what I'm doing here.
Now, truth be told, I think there's only been a couple of times that he's actually came up against some opposition. And one of those times, he's got his teeth chipped, didn't he? Like, can you imagine him out there doing his little, if you watch his shorts, he shows us his little Batman moves. Can you imagine this guy out here doing this stuff and thinking he's making a difference and thinking he wins every fight? You can't make this stuff up, man. This is golden.
Because it's very real and it's very necessary. Like I said, I become more necessary every day. I really want is just, I wish that I could travel somewhere with the money and funds and be able to have a spot there and be able to, both bat suits and have a place to put it and a place to sleep and what I need and have enough money to do what I need to do. That's what I wish, because I'll tell you right now, folks can think what they want, say what they want, whatever. I'll tell you something right now. I would never want to get where I'm having to pay that living cost in New York. If I had the money, of course, I would do it if I had to. I would literally, even if I had the money, and I've done this before, I had money when I was in New York. Like, I literally to this buffet, and I met this guy, and he let me sleep on his couch. Like, it's just smart. If you can avoid paying the living cost, you want to avoid it. Like, that was the thing. When I went to New York, I traveled in style. And like I was getting hotels out there, but then that happened and it helped me tremendously. It's just I didn't stick around. I left, and I've way to realize that this was my purpose. And, turning around to do this project, I want to do it so bad it's unreal, but I just know that it needs to be done a certain way and correctly. I'm all for having faith and moving off the strength of God and his promises. And I've done it times. I mean, it's proven, like the way I'm moving in Kentucky, and the last time, but it was a while back. Things have changed a bit, it seems like, and this just has to be done right. I don't know what else to tell you, but I'm deal, man. Like I said, it takes time. It really just takes public attention and public support. So, like I said, I have a Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo. I mean, that's what changed. If I can get people to back me financially a little bit and give me some financial cushion to do this, then yes, I can do anything. If I had some money coming in, I can definitely do this. And that's where the funds will go. They're not being spent on anything that's pointless. They're being spent towards this project and building this. And this is all for the people. It's to help. It started out as a service to the community I wanted to do willingly of my own accord. So, I just can get that support, man. I love what I do. I'm not doing it to get rich. I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because it's what I love to do and what I want to do. And everything has to change, man. We're here to restructure everything. We're here to, basically bring new government, and you're looking at it and hearing it. And I'm here to change everything. We're going to restructure everything the right way. And this is what it takes. It takes hard work. It takes not listening to anybody. It takes doing it my way. And I'm the general, man. Like I said, it's between good and evil. I'm the general. I've been doing this for eternity, and I'm going to do it forever for eternity. So I'm with, but I mean, it's just, I'm all for getting started. Why not? But I already have a plan. But like I said, I just need funding. I need the funds. I need the money. I got money to get back. It's just that simple. I like the necessity at this point. Other than have to figure out everything else on my own and see what I'm going to do and try to make the best decision possible. Because that's like when if in these cities and states and I'm out at night, like I used to through cities all night. I might as well work. I might as well, be able to walk around what I do here, as in my real form. I mean, that's I do, what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, it's making everything more difficult. It's like, I mean, it's what I need to do, because I mean, if I'm out there anyway, well, might as well be working. You know what I mean? Like real talk, while else is sleeping and they comfortable and they good, I'm going to be out in the streets and I might as well be working. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing don't get. Like there's nothing easy this. You know what I mean? That's all I'm just praying to God, like, please give me the provision, please, provision, do this. All this was promised to me. I need provision, man. I got to have money. It takes money. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I mean, do it step by step. I mean, like I don't know if there's an opportunity already for me to possibly get a ticket to New York. I like to somewhat be in control of my own decisions and just have them to know what I'm going to do is all. But we'll see what happens. I don't know, but I'm liable to say, you know what, I'm willing to and do it. It's a lot that I have to work through. It's a big decision for me within everything, the grand scheme of things. So it's a big deal for me. But, just so these who listen on here, I mean, I don't think like that's how quickly God moved. Like God already has, folks telling me they try to help me get the ticket. So, I just got everything. We're talking, and I got to figure it out and see what's up. Because that's, and I'm totally grateful. But when if I New York, I mean, then I'm just in, and then I'm just there. And I don't have any money really. I don't have anywhere to go. I mean, what I mean, going from a position to a difficult position. And I don't know. I'm just going to have to think. That's all. I got to think about it. I got to see what I can do. And that's about it. Do the best can. I really think that this needs to be done the right way. And it's just hard because there's no opportunity for me here. Like it's like very limited. There's little support bit. And
You see now, I totally disagree. I think there's opportunity everywhere you go. You just got to look hard enough. I believe 100% you don't have to go to New York City. You got to stay right there in Gotham and do what you need to do. Gotham needs you. You know what I mean? You don't have to leave. If you leave, things will go to shit. You should stay right where you're at and continue to do what you're doing because you're making a difference, buddy. That's what you do.
I'm hoping that I can utilize and use that support to build some funds, like I said, but I'm going to need money. I need everyone to contribute. That's all I can say. And I mean, that's the only way to, if I get support, and I honestly don't so difficult. I really don't, but God is at work, God the right people to help me. And, I think we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, like prime time now would be, I could do the trip to Austin and like, I can maybe try to do as much as I can, like do it on my own, like done everything. And like, if I could get helping the funds for the trip to New York City where it would cover that, well, then I would know, hey, like, let me try to do from scratch. Let me see what I put together here. Let me see if there's anywhere I can go. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I sleep. I got to have somewhere to go. I figure it out. It's that difficult. And this is don't get my walk is extremely impossible. I built all this out of no, so it's like it's just starting that is so difficult. In a new city and states, and I've done several times, but it's harder now because I don't have any resources. I don't have the money. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I'm going to need money, a little bit of money for other stuff that I have, just trying to set up of some sort, trying to get going. There's a way to do this, and it doesn't require that much. But like I said, it will require at least $1,000, if not a little more. And that's on top of what I got right now, because what I got right now is barely anything. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's the thing. And it has money that's readily available, too. So, I'm trying to do what I can, just barely beginning and starting again, and I'm trying to see if I could. I'm trying to invest a little bit and do what I can do. just barely starting, and that's because I ran this project for 3 years, man. It took a lot of money. I've worked since I was 16. I'm 36 now. I'm aging backwards. I'm the immortal vampire. It's all real. And God is going to make it happen, man. It's like God said he's going to do it with anyone without him. You know, he's going to do it on his own accord. So he's going to make it happen, you know, and it excites just hard because I don't understand how to do it all. I mean, you know, just because I get to go somewhere, I mean, that's not how I have the money to get back. I got to know what I'm doing. This is what happened with the thing in Kentucky. This is with the trip in Austin, and they were both still a success. And I was able to work and figure out my way back, but we just can't do that again, man. We really can't. And I'm starting to really realize that this has to be done the right way. I mean, like I said, I'm waiting on to get behind me and support me financially. I hope that they will. I really don't ask for anything. I don't ask for much. I've done all this by myself off the strength of me. I've paid for everything out of my own pocket. I built everything myself. I mean, it's been a ton of money. You know, I funded the Batman project out of pocket for 3 years plus. That's why I keep saying that, so that people understand who I am. And I mean, I do everything by myself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even like asking folks when I'm very independent, but I'm at the point where, I mean, it's like I've been doing this long and we've received very little to no support. I mean, I'm a content creator. I survive. I'm supposed to be getting support. All these other folks are literally living off donations. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. You know, I'm waiting for the wealth. You know, I may have to just, you know, I can't rush this too, but it has to be done the right way. You know what I mean? At least financially. I mean, like I said, now, if I'm in a position where I have enough money to get back, then that makes me very powerful. That puts me in a great position because then I can try these trips out. And that's all I'm trying to do is get some money flowing, hopefully. And I just need help from the public because, I mean, what can I do? I've explained no opportunity here for me. This is all I can do. You know what I mean? And it doesn't pay little. So, I mean, like I said, I have nothing. Folks know his situation. They know what it is. I mean, folks just need to step up. Needs to, you know, he needs to give me. I need the money. So I'm praying and asking God, please send the right people, send the financial support, and I can do it all. You know, and the thing is, if I started and I can get some funds for these bus tickets, that's all I need. But I need money. I mean, that's the answer. It's money. I need. The answer is God, but I'm going to need money to do this. You know what I mean? So, you know, all I can say is God, me the money so I can do it. You know. He's going to handle it. He's going to all together. I already know, but you know, I don't want to be eager. I really want to get this going. You know, like I said, even if I had to go just as me, I might be able to, you know, figure it out again. Like, I mean, that's what people don't get. I don't up on anything. Like, I'm going to figure it out. It may take a minute. It may take some time, but I'm going to figure it out. And that's the only thing. I just know that if I could get to one of these major cities, there's a chance, if there's anywhere to go, there's a chance that I could build from there.
Now, you don't, no offense, but I 100% believe that if he was to go to a bigger city and pull the shit that he does where he is now, he would definitely get hurt. Like, does anybody else believe that? Like, put a comment in the chat and let me know what you think on this matter.
But it'd be much better to do it the right way, meaning I have the money to get back, because then I'm doing it the way I want. Like, because we could do trips. If I have the money to get back, I can just come back and then start from scratch. It don't even matter if I don't have a dime to my name. At least I can go back to what I was doing. And then it's a stripe, you know, for me, and I can say expand it a little bit. And that's what people don't get. It's a work in process. It's going to take a little bit of time. It may not. I mean, God is moving. You know, so no, but what is, if we get this going and I start making these trips to other cities and states and I can actually do this effectively on some level, boy, y'all have no idea. You have no idea, because all it takes is like one opportunity somewhere else, like me working a job somewhere else, me able to get on my feet somehow, even if it's hard or impossible. If you just get there, it's like getting to a first check when you start a job. If I can do that, I mean, we're talking about everything will open, and I'll be, you know, fully operational all over the country. I'll get a passport. I'll be fully operational all over the world. So we're not far away at all. And then on top of that, I can figure out the electric bike kits. And if I get the money, I can figure out how to order the electric bike kits, right? And man, we'll be A-okay. Like, real talk. We'll get everything going. Everything. I mean, do you know amazing though? Do you have any idea? I mean, that's it. And then I'll have bat pods I'm building, starting with bicycles. And I can study the mechanical engineering to build the actual real thing, and then get into building tanks and tumblers and all that. Like, I'm not just talking. Everything I've said, I've done, right? So this is all going to happen. I'm just moving at a very, very quick, progressive rate that nobody's ever seen before. And that's why I continue to talk about it because I speak it into existence. That's why these folks, a lot of them, they sit there, they got to watch, listen to me. They can say whatever they want. But when I talk, I materialize wealth. When I talk, I manifest. When I talk, I speak it into existence, and then I bring it all to fruition. I've done this a million times, brother. You know, I've gotten myself rich as hell just off talking about it. So this is what I'm doing again. It's the law of attraction right there in front of you at work. I mean, the game is to homie. I don't know what to tell you. What I'm doing is for the humanity. It's to help people and protect people. I mean, I've got to get the public. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Public to wake up and start understanding. I need funding, and I can do this. And I'm thankful for any dime, cent, or penny I get. Honestly, I'm thankful and grateful for everything. So I mean, like I said, we going out. May take a little bit. I don't want to just jump into things. I want to try to be patient. I want to do this the right way. And that's the logic that I'm hearing and what I'm receiving and listening to and getting. So I am listening. I don't know. I get what I mean, but God has told me to rush. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, to be done the right way, man. I have to trust the process, and I understand that. So that's what I'm working on. I'm learning more every day, and I'm just very ambitious. I'm doing everything right. This is what I'm supposed to do, push forward and try to figure it out, But like I said, I mean, get this going and get where I'm making. Like, do you know how happy I would be about that? Just if I was able to make a trip to like New York City all the way out there, and I had the funds and the money just to get back and enough for like snacks and stuff and what I need, and I could at least try it out and see what it's like and see if I could make it out there or if I could build or what opportunities are there. Do you know how cool that would be? Like, that's a big deal for me because then I can really give it a chance, and like, I'll try my hardest. I'll try to make there. I'll see what's there and what I can do for myself, and what resources are there. If I could get on my feet and get a job there and get working and get started and do this on the side, I mean, I would be able to bring everything to New York. That may be how I have to do it. I'm starting to really think that maybe I'm not going to be able to bring the bat suit. That maybe I just shouldn't do that. Maybe I really should just leave it behind and go as me, because I think that this trip is going to have to be about building. If I went to Boston, if I city, I'm starting to really think that maybe I need to relax on this stuff for a minute and just really focus on that, because they have a million mechanical engineering jobs and stuff, I think, in Boston. There's a lot of resources. I mean, so I'm looking at a couple of different cities. Baltimore, not so much, a little bit, but I'll start there. Boston might be perfect. New York City, and so that's my point. If it doesn't, if I feel like it doesn't work to get back, I mean, hell, I can try to see if I put them on here. If people will help me and step up, people are going to see the situations I'm in. It's a public matter, and that's the thing. People will watch me while I'm going through this stuff, and they don't donate or support. I just think it's crazy. Like, when I was in Kentucky, I was just out. We saw the situation. I mean, I need support, man. Point is, they got, I think, runs out there. I don't know if they say it's like $25. I mean, so if I didn't like it in New York or didn't get really, I could try to, take the and go to Boston and show up and make some phone calls and see if there's somewhere for me to go, something for me to do. I'm going to have to figure it out, man. But my point is, if I could get on my feet in one of them cities and get things rolling, and the only way is if I have the money to get on the bus, because I'll feel a little bit better and more comfortable. You know what I mean? Well, then we can build it, Other than that, I mean, I'm going to probably have the camera a lot, so see what's going on with me out there. You know what I mean? But like I said, I mean, I'm me. You know what I mean? So we going out, man. You know what I mean? It takes time. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that might be better, because then if I can get where I'm making money somewhere, then I just do the trip back, and I can, get my bat suits and go backward or whatever once I don't know. We're going to have to figure the thing. I mean, even when you work for these, it's so hard, money and progress and get anywhere. You know what I mean? That's the thing. So, my deal is, and I've come in, I want to do this. And it's like I said, the structure in society is just not progressive. It's built to build anything. It's just, and that's why everyone is always in their feelings and feeling they do. It's why they speak the way they do. And I just don't have that mentality. You know what I mean? It's 100% a self-defeatist mentality. It's the wrong mentality. And I have a mentality of being progressive. So, everything you hear me talk about is real. It took years of God working on me, and dedication and discipline and ambition and drive to get me to this point. God has been working on me, and I've been in isolation for over like 3 years. I mean, that's what people got to understand. I'm a product of God. You're built by God. You know what I mean? Calisthenics, it's real. like I said, here I am performing miracles in these bars. What I just did today was absolutely incredible, and you see I'm not even paying attention to it. I'm focused. I don't even see it almost. So sometimes I take a step back and appreciate where I'm at and who I'm becoming. I'm very happy and excited, but I just need the money, man, and I just didn't want to wait. I just wish that the money would really come to me. God has promised me and told me that he will. Literally right now, he told me the other day, he speaks every day in these readings and downloads. He said the money is coming. You know what I mean? So I believe him, man. I know, don't know when or how. You know what I mean? I have no idea. But I think there's a lot of scenes that I don't see, so I'm going to try to be patient. But like I said, if I could just get the money and the funding and the funds, then yeah, I can purchase the bus tickets of my own accord the way I want to do it. And I can put this together manually like everything. And I can, start with a trip and go there. And I'm thinking, I don't know, we're going to have to see, but, we're going to figure it all out. I want to do a trip to be able to get a ticket to New York or Boston. You know what I mean? And that way I can try it in Austin and see if I get a job again and work there and make some money. It's just, I know how Austin is, and it's all going to just be running the way that it is, and it's very different. And I can already imagine what it's like. And it's not a dichotomy really that's made to help. It's for me. It's not for me. Like I said, I'm an outsider, and it's crazy because I'm a unicorn. I was born in Austin and I'm from Austin. So that's the thing. Like, I got to figure out how to get back where I'm moving and doing my thing. You know what I mean? So it's not, it's a huge transition, but we'll see. And like I said, that's why I want the money, because then I could decide if I had the funds for the bus ticket to New York and to get back, I could take a trip to New York or Boston and see how that goes. And, the thing too, I got to make sure on top of that, it takes money, man. It takes money. I got to have funds for all of this. Trip there, trip back, funds for, to get back from Austin. On top of that, funds to pay for others. That's the thing. It just takes money. I'm being realistic. It takes money. I can't go somewhere without the money. I got to have money. So, I'm doing the best I can. I'm working hard as I can, but there's much I can do. And, it's moving very slow. I'm moving very fast. My progress, all of this other stuff that has nothing with me. So it doesn't speak for me. My progress speaks for me. So, but that's what I want. I want, all that funds so that I get everything going, try to start probably and go from there, and then try to figure out how I can work out there and make the money so that I could do the trip to New York City. You know what I mean? And then I can study like how the train works. I'll have all day there while I'm in Austin to figure that out and calls and talk and try to see how does this work? How do things run up there? And if I get the money, then I maybe do the trip more comfortably. What I'm trying to do. See the point? But yeah, it's going to be kind of like in phases, just like everything we do. It's going to be like start in Austin. And like I said, I just wanted to be at work and do this. So I'm going to try to do what I can. I'm not going to listen. I'm going to try to do what I can. It has to happen. So we'll go from there. I'll talk to you in a minute. Like I said, this is my career. It's my job. I have every right to do it. I don't need to explain or justify anything to anyone. And that's the attitude that I'm coming into 2026 with and moving forward. So I'm going to make this happen. It's that simple, because I know once I get to Austin, I'm me and I still feel empowered. I have nowhere to go. There's been a million times I had nowhere to go. I've had to walk through the streets all night, and I'm still more powerful than everybody there, and I own more equity. Like, I've hustled. I'm good. I just need to build somewhere totally new so that I can do this. You understand? So it's crazy, but it's what, it's what we have to do. It's to happen. We progress. In a minute, man. Much love. I appreciate any support I do get. Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. Please help me with the funding. You know what I mean? To the whole public and people, please help me with some money, because that's what I'm trying to do. And then I can do trips out. I mean, we could do a trip to New Orleans and back. We can do different. If I go somewhere, I'm going to try to see if I can make the most of it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the main principle. So we'll go from there. We'll see what we can do. And I'll talk to you in a minute, man. All right. We'll figure it out. God figure it out. All right. Much love. I appreciate it. And we'll talk soon.
Well, there you go. That was a little bit of Tyree for you. Now, there really wasn't much to say. He really pretty much is like M stand for money. He does the exact same thing every day, except Tyree thinks he's a superhero and he's changing the world. So he's definitely 100% interesting to watch. Now, do you want to continue to watch this through my channel and see how this plans out for Mr. Tyree? Please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Now, listen, I only have 124 watch hours. I need to get up to 3,000. So do me a favor and watch my long form content. Let's build it up. And when I get to that memberships and I open the memberships, I'm also going to open up my Discord. So guys, please, I'm trying to build a community. So do me a favor and be a part of it.
Oh, crusty content.